I almost forgot. I have a very lightweight tent. It's not robust enough for the forest floor. The joys of trying to keep things lightweight just for the journey in. Sacrifice on durability. Now there is a little issue, but it's not going to be a big issue tonight because I'm not going to get much wind, but the pegs don't want to go into the ground the way they should. Just going in at a 20-degree angle. It's a very tricky little spot to pitch a tent. It's beautifully flat, but I had to think outside the box for some of the tie-outs. I even had to double peg one corner very badly and then put 2 rocks on top as well. Now I'm not the first person to camp out here. You can see there's a very old campsite, at least remnants of a campsite, and I plan on kind of tidying it up a little bit. I'm going to use this for firewood tonight. I also noticed some other evidence of someone being here is this tree. You can see how it's been chopped with a hatchet or an axe. So if I need to, I'll use that tonight, but only if I need to. I'm going to try and get the fire set up now because the midges have found me. Oh, I didn't do a great job cleaning this out last time, did I? Oh no. I'm going to get the tent set up now that the fire's on. Hopefully that'll keep the flies and the midges at bay. I brought out another tent sleeping mat again tonight because I was worried about it being a little bit bumpy, and this is a very, very thick sleeping mat. So should keep me nice and snug tonight. Just figured out a use for this tree. Use that bit for firewood. Well, I need this length here. I'll tidy that up now so I can show you what I'm doing. Now, because I couldn't even get a peg into the ground properly, I wasn't going to be able to shove down 2 branches in the shape of a Y and hang a post over it, so I thought that might be a better idea, and I'll be able to hang my pot off of that. Now I'm not going to leave it there just in case it does catch a light, but that's the idea. There's always a method to my madness. Thought I'd park myself beside the fire for a little while. I'm probably going to need some more timber, but I've cut up the rest of that branch that was over there. So it should be it should be okay for a little while. But yeah, it is nice having a campfire, I have to say. The smell alone is lovely. Now I have to figure this thing out. This is from Alton. I bought it myself, it's not sponsored or anything like that. I just thought it looked cool. So it's like a little grill hangers. I'm pretty sure my little stick there needs to be a bit higher, but we'll make it work because I'm not carrying any more stones up here. But yeah, it's basically just 2 pieces of wire, 2 big hooks, and they go onto my grill. And this I've had for a very long time, but I've never actually used it. It's just a titanium grill, so I'm hoping that they'll hang off that. But we'll get it set up when this water boils. Ooh. I want to get rid of all the moss if I can, because I don't want the fire being too smoky. This cup of tea is long overdue. I am absolutely parched. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy this while I build up a little bed of coals here, hopefully. And then I'll get my dinner on. I have a few chocolate digestives to tuck into first. Oh, it's raining. Just got hit by a big shower of rain. It only lasted about 4 seconds, but I was quick enough to get the jacket on. Hopefully the rain stays away now while I get the dinner going. I have the rack kind of organised here. It's not really the right one for this, but it's the only one I have, so hopefully it'll work. That's going to be too low, isn't it? It's going to be too low. Right, I'm going to have to find a few rocks. Obviously the river's full of them, but there's also a good few lying around the woods as well. So just need to raise it up a little bit. Ooh. What do you reckon? You think it's going to work? We have 2 Irish sirloin steaks with a few mushrooms thrown in for good effect, and I have some concealed spuds, but I've decided not to bother my arse with these because they're going to take too long. It's going to be too much hassle. I'll carry them back home, it'll be grand. More than happy with 2 steaks. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this works now. It could be an absolute disaster. I still have my cup of tea, so we're not doing too bad. So for the mushrooms I just brought some tin foil from home, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to fire them in there, mash them in, I have some butter that I'm going to fire in with them. And then I'm just going to seal up the tin foil, just so it makes a nice little pouch. I am roasting. Taking it off. The rain keeps kind of coming and going, so I'll just leave it close to hand. We're going to leave the mushrooms to one side until the flames calm down a bit. Then I have some mixed herbs and pepper. Now this is by no means me trying to tell you how to cook a steak. Everyone does them different. This is just what I'm doing at the moment. Don't fall. I was a bit worried there. I thought they were going to go straight into the fire. Just in case you're curious, I have the hooks out wide on purpose to try and raise up the grill a bit. I know they're probably not meant to be out that wide, and I don't even have them hooked onto the actual loop that they're meant to be hooked onto, to try and raise them up a bit more. Because there's only so many rocks I can stack without them all falling over. And you might have noticed that I set the fire up in a natural dip in the ground, purely because of this height situation. I thought it might be a good idea to put it down there. As I've said before, there's always a method to my madness. Whether it's right or wrong, who knows? Just out here trying to survive. I'm giving up on these yolks. A few casualties in there, but nothing to cry about. Oh, I need to fix that. Ooh, moly. I'm dying. Ah, there we go. Whew. I don't want to get smoked out of it when I'm trying to eat my steak, you know. Where's my spark gun? Where's the spark gun? Why can't I find things? Sitting on the spark. How I didn't feel it, I don't know. But anyway, bit of pine tree in my dinner. This looks pretty good now, I have to say. Very impressed. And I was able to lower down the grill as I cooked, which was nice and handy. It helped me to regulate the temperature a little bit, because I'll be honest, I'm not the best cook in the world. But let's see what these steak turned out like. They're probably still bleeding. That's not bad now, you probably won't make it out on the camera. I have my hand there just in case. I don't want to drop it. It's lovely and tender. Go away, smoke, will you? Can't the man get any peace? Bloody hell. Okay. That'll have to do. But yeah, very happy with that. Let's try another mushroom. Oh, they're the business. I'm quite impressed now, I have to say. For an old rookie like me, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I was going to set myself up on the other side because the smoke was blowing this way, but for a while it's been blowing the opposite way, so I don't know what to do. I'll just sit here and hope for the best. But I'm going to put this pot directly on the fire. I'm not going to mess around. I want tea and I want it fast. I've just come up with an idea to dismantle these and put them in a way that they kind of block the wind coming from behind. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but we'll give it a bash. What else am I doing? Might reflect some of the heat as well, which would be nice. That didn't take long. Ooh, hot. That's hot. Ooh. It's not really working, is it? But I'm committed to this side now, so I might just scooch me a little tush down here maybe. Would that work? I feel like I'm in a hole now. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll get this cup of tea going now. Oh. Yeah, the fire is cool now, I have to say, and I'm very happy with my little windbreak or heat reflector or whatever you want to call it. I have 2 chocolate digestives in there, and I also have a Cadbury snack bar. Now this one's the yellow one. Purple would be the favourite. Yellow is kind of second place. Not a close second place, but it'll do the job for tonight. Oh, I'm roasting beside this fire now. I put on my jumper and the hat because I was a bit chilly once I got away from the fire. But now, I could be sitting here in my jocks. I won't, don't worry. We're not on OnlyFans here. But yeah, very toasty, very, very toasty. And I realised something today that I've thought about it before, that I have far too much camping gear. It takes me far too long to get packed because I have so much choice. And I know everything serves a purpose and all that, but it gets to a point where it gets a bit out of hand. So I'm definitely going to have to slim down on the gear that I possess, just to make life a little bit easier. And on that note, while we're talking about gear, thanks to everybody who's entered the raffle for the Vango tent. It's still going on, so the next time I won't do it for as long because I'm very impatient and I want to find out who's won it. So we're not at that stage yet. There's another, how long is there left on it? A week or 2? But yeah, thanks to everyone who's entered and best of luck to all of you. I hope it finds a good home. Sorry, I took off the gloves and now just put them back on because I forgot the pot was on the fire, so it's going to be roasting. Now, you may remember that I mentioned possibly starting a gear related channel, but I've thought about it for a long time. And at the moment I don't think it's a good idea. I have other things that I want to work on, and I think me going out spending time talking about gear or testing tents and testing stoves and all that, it's going to take away from me actually getting out, you know, and enjoying being out in the outdoors and stuff. So I think for the moment I'll just stick to what I know and go camping, go rambling through the woods, maybe go kayaking. Apologies to anybody who might be disappointed to hear that. I know a lot of people were interested in hearing my thoughts on things, but I think it makes sense. I don't want to spread myself too thin either. You know, I find it hard enough to get out and do the camps and get the videos up and stuff. But yeah, this is on another level now. I just I could get used to this. Where's my spoon? My spoon just keeps vanishing. Ugh. Oh, look at it. Come here, you bugger. I just want to clean the steak and pepper off my spoon. The steaks were pretty good now, I have to say. A little bit too much pepper on them, but yeah, not complaining. The mushrooms, they were the business. But I'm more so looking forward to this cup of tea. And I have a good stack of timber there that I plan on getting through tonight. Mainly just to kind of tidy up the place. But I'm going to take a bit of time just to sit by the fire and relax for a while. Because it's nice to switch off. I knew I'd enjoy it once I got here. I spent the whole day telling myself I wasn't in the mood. You know yourself. Bloody hell. The smoke is wrecking my tits. It's just getting on my tits altogether. I give up. I'm going to move over here. And I guarantee you the smoke will follow me. Oh, boys. Now. Oh, it's in bits. That's probably the biggest chunk. Ooh, it's all backlit. How fancy. They are nice now, to be fair. I shouldn't be slagging it off. I think I might have lost a run of myself. It's very strategically stacked. I'm keeping a close eye on it. But I'd like to try and get through this, and I can feel the heat from it there. It's lovely. I am looking forward to getting into the tent, and I'm hoping that I'll have a good sleep tonight with the sound of that water beside me. But to be honest, I don't really mind if I don't. I don't know what's going on with my tent, but I've never seen so many spiders in one area before. So I'm just going to brush them off because I don't want to open up my door and they all follow me in. They were big enough that when I slapped them off the tent, they actually made a thud when they hit the bag. Let's get into this tent fairly quick here. Get off. I wouldn't be making a habit out of bringing the boots inside the tent, but in these circumstances it's probably the best option. I didn't want to wake up and have a nest of spiders in my boots in the morning. I think that's the end of my night's sleep. And I've just thought of something. I made a fatal error. I didn't pick up any water to have tea in the tent. So if I want anything, I'll have to brave the rain and I'll have to brave the spiders. Well, I think I'll wait till this calms down. It's after 5 o'clock, it's about 5 past. I might just lie back and listen to the rain. Hopefully it settles down because I really don't want to go out. The hassle of getting the waterproofs on in this tent. I'm trying to get out without getting the spiders in, and oh lads, it's gonna be a nightmare. So just lay back and relax for a while. I'm not trying to be all dramatic or anything, but I think I might have just heard thunder. It's either thunder or a very loud plane. No, I didn't see any flash of lightning or anything. Yeah, maybe it was just a plane. Who knows? I might as well do something constructive. I get the sleeping stuff packed away, and then I'm gonna take my chances. It's only been 10 minutes. I'm too impatient. The sleeping mat did well last night, and although we got off to a rocky start, I'm pleasantly surprised with it, because I think they're 110 euro, in around that. It's got an R rating of 7. I've had other sleeping mats around the same price or maybe a little bit more, and they felt cheap, whereas this one, it feels like good quality. And the only thing I could say that they could improve on if they did a second version is maybe the valve, but what would I know? I'm no expert. Just an observation, you know. I'm happy I brought these in last night. Saves me a little bit of hassle. No, I just have to punch a few spiders. Ooh, I blinded myself. Holy moly. Hey, get off. That was really weird. Did you? I hope the camera picked that up because that sounded like thunder, but it was actually a plane. But it must have been very low. That was very loud. Very loud. I can hear it. It was very loud and then just silent. I hope the camera picked that up. I really do. Yeah, it was a plane. So the first one must have been a plane as well, but that was very loud. Anything could be living in this thing. Oh, it's the ground. I'm not worried about bugs and that. I just don't like them in my tent because they annoy me. You know, buzzing around your head and biting you. Oh no! It appears that my pot doesn't fit on top of the transjet. Right, we're gonna have to improvise. That's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna keep myself busy. No point standing around in the rain doing nothing. And there's definitely no point in getting back into the sleeping bag. But there is a bit of condensation on it. But I did have it shoved up against the end while I was getting out there, so that's probably what did it. While the tea brews, I'm just going to tidy up where the fire was. There's no biscuits this morning. I ate them all last night, so no one to blame but myself. It's so nice. Even nicer now that I have the fire area tidied up. A decent flow on the river this morning. I'll pop some of the rocks back where I found them, purely because the vegetation is dead underneath them anyway. But most of them I've scattered elsewhere. I was going to fire them back into the river, but it might be handy if I ever come back up here again. But yeah, they're a lot more inconspicuous now, given that they're spread out a bit. That's me all wrapped up, usual crack. We didn't leave any trace, and I'm very happy that I was able to tidy up where the fire was and not leave any fire scar. But thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sure you might stick around and join me for the next one. And I'll see you then. Good luck.